What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Remote Front Office. As always, before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are Monday, Wednesday, Friday on this channel, 6 p.m. Central Time. I know the last couple of videos have been shorter videos. We will be getting back to longer form content, hopefully next week. I'm hoping there's a Dame trade, so we can at least get to that. But probably maybe closer to August, September-ish. When we're able to do more of like full team rankings and the offseason's pretty much done, stuff like that. But in the meantime, today we are going to be doing I know we did a top 5 League Pass teams on Wednesday. We are going to be doing my top 5 players coming into next year. Again, speculation. This is preseason. This is extraordinarily early. This is based on everybody healthy. This is based on way too early. All the contingencies you can throw at it, obviously. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start from 5 and work our way to 1. Number 5, I have Jason Tatum. I think with Marcus Smart gone, Tatum is obviously going to have to take a greater responsibility as the leader of his team now. And I think on both ends of the floor, he can potentially be one of the best players in the league. I'm hoping that, the decision making, the late game turnover, stuff like that improves. But I do think, again, giving him another year in the league, I think he can be top 5. At number 4, I have Wardell, Stephen Curry. Again, once Steph is just, hot and in a rhythm and in the season, I think Steph is still one of the greatest players to watch in this league. I don't think it's close. And I think he brings it every night. His versatility, obviously he's not going to be defensively what some of these guys are, but I think offensively he's just so great that, Steph gonna be Steph, right? At number 3, surprising probably to some, not surprising to others, I have this year's MVP, Joel Embiid. People will understand that have followed me kind of on my NBA opinions for a while. Not the biggest Joel guy. I do understand what he brings to both ends of the floor, obviously offensive and defensively, as far as the rim protection, spacing, down low presence, all of that. The one thing I question with him is health. I don't question it as much with the other two guys. And just with how Philly's going to be this year, obviously with the Harden rumors, if he wants to stay, he doesn't want to stay, they don't want him, etc., right? I just don't know how well, from an outside noise standpoint, the season's going to go for Philly. So that's why Joel is 3 for me. Number 2, we have Mr. First Rounded. Just kidding. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Again, almost always healthy, is going to bring it every night, cares, great defensively, excellent offensively. I just think as an all-in-all player, again, Milwaukee's been one of the top teams. I just think that Giannis is still could be considered the best player in the league by most, right? I do just think after this past year, I do knock him down a spot. I did have him at 1 last year in my rankings. But I do think this year, after the whole first round and everything like that, I do think he ends up falling to number 2. And at number 1, everybody's probably going to assume, based off of the math here, the Finals MVP this year, reigning NBA champion, Nikola Jokic. In the beginning of Jokic, I was skeptical as far as the defensive end. I think he has now proven he is at least solid defensively, and just what he brings offensively, it's just a whole other world, right? The passing IQ, the vision, just the step backs, the what looks like a bad shot but goes in, the post game, the bringing it up the floor, the versatility. I think as of right now, he is the best player in the league, and it is his award to lose, right? Obviously, again, things can change throughout the season. He is typically a very healthy player, so it does kind of help his case because games played obviously is a factor in this. But I do think, just as far as elevating teammates, elevating yourself, elevating the organization, I think that Jokic, as of right now, has the crown, right? Some honorable mentions are Kevin Durant, obviously. LeBron, I don't think LeBron's top 5 anymore. He's going into year 21. Who else is surprised? But all in all, I think this is a fairly accurate list, at least for the preseason, right? It can change, it can go up and down. You never know. Maybe Devin Booker slides to 5, Durant slides to 5. Maybe one of the younger guys like a Luka. But I think as of right now, with the uncertainty in Dallas, I can't put Luka as a top 5. Especially when you didn't make the playoffs last year. You just by default don't make the list, right? But that is my top 5 for right now. Again, way too early. This is middle of July. So maybe we'll do more of an updated once we're closer to the season. But I kind of just want to get this out on record as my way too early top 5. Let me know your guys' top 5s, or if you have anybody else you want to debate with me in the comments. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.